Well, student, very good morning to all of you. And now you are the most welcome in DSS online English class. Myself Dharmendra sir, and I am going to explain the rest of the paragraph of your chapter in the Kingdom of Fools. Student, I have sent you the above paragraph, and I think you got the complete sense of the story because it's a very simple story and very interesting also. So you have a curiosity to know what happened in further. So let's try to explain what happened the next. So let's start, student. Poor thing, she has absolutely right. That means when the when that bricklayer said that it's a goldsmith fault, then king said that poor thing, she is absolutely right. That means what the girl is saying, that was completely right, thought the king. Weighing the evidence, we have got the real culprit at last. Then king said that after getting all the things, we come to know that who is the real culprit at last. And get जो किंग है वो अपने आप का अप्रिशिएट करता है. दैट मीन्स ही did a good job and he found the culprit. Get the goldsmith wherever he is hiding at once. Then he ordered to his bailiffs that go and cause that person or that the goldsmith wherever he is hiding. The king's bailiff here means the soldier of the kings. The king's bailiff searched for the goldsmith. Then king's bailiff began to search the goldsmith who was hiding in a corner of his shop. When he heard the accusation against him, he had his own story to tell. When he summoned to the court and when he appeared in front of the king, he just making his own story and tell to the king a story. What the story? Let me discuss. Goldsmith said that, my lord, he said, I am a poor goldsmith. It's true I made this dancer came many times to my door. I gave her excuses because I couldn't finish making her jewelry before I finished the rich merchant orders. So he accepted that girl came many times to me and he argues me that make her jewelry, but I couldn't make her jewelry at the proper time because I was that time making an order or trying to complete the order of a rich merchant. They had a wedding coming because the rich merchant's house had a wedding and they wouldn't wait. And he said to me that he couldn't wait and he want his order in a proper time. You know how impatient rich men are. Further, he included that the behavior and the attitude of a rich person, because rich person always want to get his thing at time. What the whether what the order, what the cost it is. That means ऑर्डर्स कुछ भी हों, उनके सेंस कुछ भी हों, वो चाहते हैं कि वो अपना ऑर्डर को एज सुन एज पॉसिबल ले लें, बाय हुक और बाय क्रूक. दिस इज द रिच मर्चेंट हु केप्ट you from finishing the poor woman's jewelry, and this is the fault of that rich merchant that made me hindrance to make the jewelry of that poor lady, made her walk up and down, and that's why he was kept on walking here and there in the street, which distract the bricklayer's mind, which made a mess of his wall. And that's what the happened in this time. This was the blame of that rich merchant, which has now fallen on an innocent man and killed him. And that's why the wall had a very weak condition and he fall down, and due to a poor man killed or crushed under this bricklayer, under this wall. can you name him? Then king asked to the person that, can you name him of that rich gold smith? The goldsmith named the merchant, and he was none other than the original owner of the house. Let's stand here some mysteries open, that he was none other than any else. He was the real culprit, real owner of the house. That means the merchant who came in front of a king, and he want to get justice that his brother killed under the wall. It was his fault. That means वो कोई और नहीं था, वो ही मर्चेंट था, जो मर्चेंट राजा के पास आया था अपनी प्रॉब्लम्स लेकर. Now justice had come full circle, and now it's make a circle. That means the story घूम घूम के फिर कहाँ पे आ गई? उसी merchant के पास आ गई. Thought the king, back to the merchant. That means story comes to back to the merchant. When he was rudely summoned back to the court, he arrived crying, "It wasn't me, but my father who ordered the jewelry." Then merchant was summoned to the court, and king said that it was your fault. Then he made his own story. That means it was not my fault. The wall has been made by my father. It was my father's guilt. He's dead, and now he's dead. I'm innocent, sir. He also said that I'm innocent, sir. ये तो मेरे पापा ने बनवाया था, इसलिए इसमें मेरे पापा की गलती है, तो सर इसमें मेरी कोई गलती नहीं है. But the king consulted his minister and ruled decisively. It's true your father is the true murderer. He is dead. But somebody must be punished in this place. Then king said that it's obvious that your father has been murdered now, and it was his fault. But the justice demand that somebody will definitely punish at the place of your dead father. You have inherited everything from that criminal father of yours. That means you are the owner, you are the inheritors of your father's possession and everything, his riches as well as his sins. And if you are the owner of his riches, then you have to take all the evils of the sins of your father. I knew at once, even when I first set eyes on you, that you were at the root of this horrible crime. You must die. And then king praised himself. राजा अपनी खुद प्रशंसा करते हुए कहता है कि when I saw you at first sight, then I come to know that you are the real culprit, you are the real criminals, and you are the root of that horrible crime. That means so you must die. इसलिए तुम्हें मरना ही होगा. राजा अपने आप को यहाँ पे अपने ही शब्दों में अपने आप को प्रयास भी कर रहा है. That means so that how foolish he was. And he ordered a new stake to be made ready for the execution. So he ordered a new stake to made for the execution. That means वो फांसी के लिए एक नया स्टेक बनाने के लिए वो ऑर्डर दे देता है. As the servant sharpened his stake, जैसे ही जो किंग के बैलिप्स होते हैं अपना वो स्टेक को शार्प करते हैं, तेज करते हैं, he got ready for the final impaling of the criminal. He occurred to the minister that a rich merchant was somehow too thin to be properly executed on the stake. Then the ministers of the king said to the king that, sir, it was not fitted for the stake because he was so thin. वो कहते हैं कि सर ये स्टेक के लिए फिट नहीं है क्योंकि ये बहुत दुबला पतला है. He appealed to the king's to common sense. The king too worried about it. Then king got very worried that how it can be possible to make a person to got on a stake that he was very thin, because his ministers said to the king or informed to the king, because the minister was also full. The ministers were also full. क्योंकि मिनिस्टर भी बेवकूफ़ थे, राजा भी बेवकूफ़ था. उन लोगों ने कहा कि ये स्टेक के लिए फिट नहीं क्योंकि ये बहुत दुबला पतला है. What shall we do? He said. Then king said that what shall we do? तो अब हम करें क्या? When suddenly it struck him that all they needed to do was to find a man fat enough to fit the stake. Then he had one thing left to do. That means he will have to got a person who has enough fat to फिट ऑन द स्टिक। दैट मीन्स अब उनको एक ऐसे आदमी को पकड़ना था जो थोड़ा मोटा हो और उस स्टिक के लिए फिट हो। द सर्वेंट्स वर इमीडिएटली सेंट ऑल ओवर द टाउन लुकिंग फॉर अ मैन हु वुड फिट टू स्टिक। देन हिज मिनिस्टर and his bailiff began to take a round in entire city to get a person who is fat enough to fit on the stick। मतलब उनके जो सैनिक थे वो चारों ओर ढूंढने लगे कि कोई मोटा आदमी मिल जाए जिसको वो स्टिक पर फाइनली लटकाया जा सके, मतलब स्टिक पे लाया जा सके। एंड देयर आइज फेल ऑन द डिसिपल हु हैड फास्टेड हिम फॉर मंथ ऑन बनानाज रिच एंड व्हीट एंड घीज। एंड नाउ स्टूडेंट, एंड द डिसिपल, वही जो डिसिपल शिष्य था गुरु के साथ आया था, वो डिसिपल अब चूँकि वो क्या किया था, उसने बहुत ही कम पैसे, बहुत सस्ती घी, वीट, राइस, बनाना वगैरह खा के काफ़ी मोटा हो गया था। एंड सम मिस्ट्री कम्स, सम थिंग्स कम इन योर माइंड। तो आपके दिमाग में कुछ आया ही है कि अब वही मोटा था, अब उसी को स्टेक पर ले जाया गया। Now, what have I done wrong? He was caught by the bailiff of the king. Then he said to him that, what I have done wrong? I am innocent. Then he asked that, what I have done? I am innocent. मैंने क्या किया? मैं तो innocent हूँ. I am a sannyasi. He cried. That may be true, but it's the royal decree that we should find a man fat enough to fit a stick. Then bailiff said that, bailiff or minister said that, it's true, you may be a sannyasi, you may be innocent, but it is royal decree that you should, we should find a man enough to fit on the stick, they said, and carried him to the place of execution, and he was carried, they were carried him on the execution. He remembered his wise Guru word, and now he remembered his was the word of his guru. That means अब उसे अपने शिष्य की बात याद, अब अपने उसे गुरु की बात याद आती है। So student, here the story give you a message that कि आपके टीचर्स जो अभी कहते हैं, मे बी कि अभी आपको अच्छा ना लगे, वो थोड़ा सा एक अजीब सा लगे कि ये तो फ्यूचर की बात है, ऐसे है वैसे है, बट इन फ्यूचर जब आपके साथ आप लाइफ में कभी असफल होते हो तो आपको याद आती है कि सर ने हमारे सर कहते थे कि पढ़ लो, मन से पढ़ लो, बट हम लोग नहीं माने, और आज उसका एक बैड साइड हमें देखने को मिल रहा है। जैसा कि उस शिष्य को मिला, गुरु ने कहा था कि हाँ मत रुको, सब फूल हैं, आपको आपके लिए प्रॉब्लम क्रिएट करेंगे, बट वो नहीं माना था, बट आज सारी बात सामने आ गई। सो स्टूडेंट, you should definitely obey the words of your teacher, follow the words and words and everything what your teacher said to you should adopt and follow them। आपको टीचर की हर एक बात माननी चाहिए और उसको फॉलो भी करना चाहिए। Asking him to hear his cry wherever he was, and Guru saw everything in his vision, and he began to call in his heart to his guru, and his guru heard his voice and saw him in a vision। That means कि गुरु के पास इतनी पावर थी कि उन्होंने उसकी बातों को सुन लिया और अपने विजन में एवरीथिंग, वो विजन होने लगा, उनको सभी चीज़ें उनको दिखाई देने लगा। जब उनका शिष्य उनको पुकारता है तो he had a magic power, he could see for, that means he had a magic, because he was a guru, he was magic power and he could see for everything the past। He arrived at once to save his disciple who had got himself into the scrap through the love of food, and now the guru come to his disciple who was now get struck into a very very big problem, and the guru came to save his disciple। So student, I think this is enough for today, that you should explain and you should got the every sense of this story, and after this story I will give you a task, and the task is to write the moral of this story। What is the moral of this story? You have to write it in 150 words। So student, We will complete this chapter in the next class. For today, you just explain yourself, and wherever you got any problem, you can ask me on the WhatsApp and you can call me also. Thank you.